Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Bianca Oni. Bianca done sent me this crazy story, and once again it's coming from our favorite state, Ratchet ass Florida. Lord have mercy. I don't know what I'm going to do with Florida, y'all. So what's going on in Florida, you ask? What's going on now is that there's this crazy ass man. He's 37 years old. His name is Daniel Noble. So what happened is that Daniel Noble was at the Europa Lounge. And he was drunk, he was acting belligerent, he was acting real crazy. So they kicked him out the lounge. They told him to go home. So instead of his ass going home, getting a good night's sleep, you know, getting rid of his little hangover, chilling at his house, he decides to dress up like Rambo and come back and proceeds to start trying to shoot up the place. I couldn't make this shit up if y'all paid me. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip right now, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary. Lord, I can't with Florida. I just can't. Watch this news clip.
There's a lot of people down there, and he's got a gun. There's a lot of blood on the ground. A lot.
A bar full of people terrified after they were terrorized, they say, by this man arrested for storming into a local bar, Rambo style, they're calling this. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies tell us he was armed with a machine gun, a machete, and the intent to kill. And tonight we're talking to the man who prevented a massacre. Good evening to you. I'm Eric Von Eichen. Glad to be with you. Deputies tell us the suspect was kicked out of European Village last night at Palm Coast, and witnesses say he came back looking for revenge. Local 6's Evan Lambert is live at the Flagler County Jail where that suspect is tonight. And Evan, the man who tackled the suspect, he got the worst of it, which is still better than this whole thing could have turned out.
Eric, it could have been a lot worse. And the man that prevented the attack, he says he has no doubt in his mind that that gunman was ready to kill. Deputies say he barged in with military wear and weapons. Now tonight, his bond's been set, and if it's paid, he could walk out of these doors a free man. This is 37-year-old Daniel Noble's mugshot. When deputies and witnesses say he stormed into Europa Lounge late Saturday night, they say he looked like an enraged Rambo, ready for war.
All black and bullet vest. He had a hat on too. Then he had the gun to his side and actually a really large knife attached to his belt.
Vassili Mironov just happened to be facing the entrance when Noble pointed the gun in his direction.
It was an Uzi, Israeli Uzi with a silencer on it.
Mironov says he knew with that gun, Noble meant to do serious harm.
It was a split-second reaction.
He grabbed the gun. As the two struggled, Mironov says Noble used a knife to slash him in the eye and on his hands. He spoke to Local 6, still in the same blood-stained clothes from last night.
If it wasn't for my friends, he probably would have got me a couple good times. I probably wouldn't be here.
But his friends jumped in, knocking Noble out and holding him for deputies. The bar's owner told deputies Noble was drinking there earlier in the night. He became unruly, and she asked Mironov to help her ask Noble to leave. When he came back an hour later, they say he said, "This is payback," and began the attack.
I think just God put us in the right place at the right time, because, I mean, if I had my back turned towards the courtyards, I think we'd all be dead.
Now, according to this report, Noble is charged with attempted murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond has been set at $400,000. Eric?
And Evan, we were saying earlier, these guys who jumped in, I mean, they took the worst of it. I saw in your story there, the one guy had bandages over his eye. How they doing?
Well, he had to go to the hospital, and he had stitches, 17 stitches in his eye and 7 stitches in each of those hands. But obviously, he was well enough to talk with us and out of the hospital, as you saw. Eric, back to you.
Like we said, Evan took the hit for everybody else there last night. Thank God.
Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and I want to shout out those two heroes. If it wasn't for them, this man could have literally massacred the place. You know, thank God the man was facing the door, and he saw this damn Rambo reject walk in there with a knife and a damn Uzi. Imagine if he wouldn't have jumped up to try and fight that man for that gun and that knife. That man could have killed everybody in that bar. It's like, what the hell is going on with Florida? Not only did he come back with a knife and a gun, he was dressed like Rambo. What the fuck? Who dresses like Rambo to try and go shoot up the bar? You might as well just come back in there with your gun, your t-shirt, and your sandals. Did you really need to go home and put on a costume? Like they weren't going to recognize your ass if you had just been kicked out 30 minutes before that. Florida, lock this crazy up and throw away the damn key. This is some crazy ass, ratchet ass shit. Not only did he try to shoot some people because he got kicked out the damn lounge, he had the nerve to dress up like Rambo. So I'm going to need you to get your damn life. Anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire ratchet ass situation that's coming out of our favorite state, ratchet ass Florida. All right, deuces.